EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Stadium. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At their own 28-yard
line. This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jensen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Right back to Jensen on first down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go again with Jensen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up the second down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event,
Ashton Jensen taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
If we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. What's up?
They go play action now. May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one lands up incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
That's a good example for young receivers about how you should never give up on a play, because sometimes it's right in your hands. Other times you've got to play defense and knock it away, but at all times, follow the football. And in this case, he hauls it in for a big gain.
Throwing here is May. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And now the rookie's free. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh, now how about this return? And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's May. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, May. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the shotgun, May with it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with May. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Smith.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Raiders first down.
On first down, it's Genty. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Smith. The pass taken in by Mayer. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Gino now to throw. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And he'll take it into the end zone. We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Quick slant to Shakir. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Love this look to start the ball game. They empty the backfield right away. And that's going to put some early stress on both their offensive line and on the secondary. And here they get the completion and a quick first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Alert! 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 Middle. What's that?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakir hauls it in. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. Completes to Shakir once again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force defense bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. Alert. Regular, right? 56, 56. Middle.
Allen to throw once more. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That's complete. Ginty out of the backfield. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Gino going to hand it to Ginty. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Ginty, 56 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
Cuts full extension. It's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Middle.
Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Half 85. Round it. Off 50. Half 10. Cross through. We go.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Gino. They'll get this out to Genty. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big play.
And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight, regular, middle, 5 wide.
after the INT. It's Allen. This is Coleman with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
All 52. Half. Gun. All 52. 180.
Now Allen. Maybe he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
56. Wait, alert. What's that?
Here's Allen. Cooks on the quick slant. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Cook up the gut. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down.
Hey, hold. Hey, tight. Half, A5. Half. Up. 180. What's that?
Here's Allen to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. That really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now he fires deep for Shaquille. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 67-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be second down.
A
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith now to throw. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the give, Genty down to about the 37.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Once again, it's Genty. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Up the middle, it's Genty. And down inside the 15 he goes. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14. First down, Las Vegas.
Gino now to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so. Bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. After the run, Smith going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the
keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down. But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
319.
To throw, it's Allen. There again is Cooks, complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Allen. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he dives at the end to try to get as much as he can.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Allen. And Cooks has it over the middle.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Allen. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Alert! Pass 85, pass 85.
Throwing is Allen. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And
they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Smith's going to throw it. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't.
Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so right.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Smith start with a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Smith. Holds in, again it's Bowers. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
13 next. Sunday.
From the gun, Smith. Throws caught. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Here's Genty. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Makes the catch. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley.
Will Shipley on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Don't touch that. Hey, 70. Don't touch.
He's got room to roam. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And this is going to be Raiders football. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
First down, Smith to throw. Got in by his back here. It's Genty. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Shipley now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Miami. Hey. Anyone else? Hey, 7. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Eagles first down.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll begin the quarter with second and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start to fight back with their first points of this game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles set up. Jake Elliott to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure comes, Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Strike.
To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, roll. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts now from the gun. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. We've set it down from the 37.
Great. Silver, set. And anyway, yeah.
Let's get it out wide, complete. Moving on into the red zone. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's another Eagles
Great.
1st down.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Great, set. Hey, Silver. Kyle Yeti, 73. No touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Smith on 1st down. Jump off caught by his back. Drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5. Shotgun snap to Smith. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Doc. Hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Finish the ball. Hold. No ball. No ball. Hey, alert.
Now Smith coming off that pick. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming for Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Smith's going to throw again. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And again, it's Smith. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
And the Raider 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Smith yet again.
1st down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Genty from the gun. And he stops, give him about 7 on the play, and give his offense a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Smith. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hack. Carlson's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Shipley now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Shipley now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Good, set. Anyway,
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Hey, 73. No touch, set. Hey, easy, 6. Anyway, hey, 73.
Now Hurts. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And this one does not go far. Offense to the line fast.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On third down, it's Hurts. To the left side, caught by Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down throwing for Hurts. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
On first down, Genty has room down the left sideline. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
And the Raiders first down. First and goal at the 2-yard
Genty
line.
has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Again, here's Genty. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders push their lead further to start the half.
Daniel Carlson on
Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
Hey, Cage, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
No touch, set. Hey, 63, 60, easy, 60, hey. No touch.
Back to work after throwing the pick. This is complete downfield to Smith. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And now it's second down.
73. King, Phil King. No touch, set. Go Silver. Anyway, no touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders Hurts will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
There we go.
Another give here to Genty. And he cuts, and that is a touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Carlson now to add 1 more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
20-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Now left Yeti.
Hurts on 1st down. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Hey, easy, 63. Great, set. Hey.
On 1st down, Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That pass caught by Johnson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Hurts. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
63. Alpha. Tiger Hornet. Hey, Silver.
Working inside the red zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The first play is going to be a give to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd down, Genty. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
At their own 10-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
No touch that. Call up Yeti. Call up Yeti. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. Look at the sideline. That's Goddard. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Call up Yeti. Hey, 73, 73.
Back to throw, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Devin White makes the play. And the Raiders will get it back with some time to work with. We reach the 2-minute warning. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And he gets him one as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Back to Genty. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Same guy, same results. He's brought it up for a 2nd time. That's going to bring him to 4th down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Carlson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Great, set. 73, 73. Hey.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he has that first down before stopping the clock. Just under 30 seconds left to work with. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Hey! 63, 63, 63. No, like a Hornet. No,
here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Trimmer. Hey, Silver. Man. Go Silver. Call up Yeti. No touch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Call up Yeti. Hey, 73. No touch.
Hurts yet again. Hits his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
It's Hurts once again. And that's incomplete. complete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Looking to throw it. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Like a Hornet. Hey, 73, 63, 63, 63. Count left, Yanni. Yanni. No touch.
Here he goes, one final shot. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And he can't overlook anybody on the schedule, Brock, because the second you do, you wind up in a trap game against a motivated group like this. They really seized every opportunity presented and surprised a lot of folks in the league with this win on the road.